Hi there, Facebook friends. It's Laura Rimmer here. This is just a short video. Sorry that I've not been live for quite a while here, and I've not posted for a little while, so apologies for that. I've been quite busy, been away. So yeah, just touching base with you. How are you doing? We're moving into Q4 of 2020, aren't we? And it's been, a year that's been quite unbelievable in many ways. And maybe you're thinking, I want to take stock of my health for this last quarter and really, get to grips with good health, especially as we're told about the virus continuing and, all that stuff. So how can we make sure that our health is in good condition for the latter part of 2020 and to finish this year strong health-wise? Well, there's one thing that I've observed over the last few months with various people, friends, family members, clients, that's worth having a short discussion about, I think. And that's the question. So let me ask you this. For you, does food equal love? Okay, let me ask it again. Does food equal love? And let me know in the comments, type a yes, or just a Y, or a no, or an N, or an M, or maybe, to let me know if you think that you equate food with love. So let's unpack that a little bit, shall we? And by the way, this is my budgies in the background, tweeting away. So ignore them if you want to. So what do I mean by that is food love? Well, so many of us, from a young age are taught that, or are conditioned to think that, okay, if we're good, then we get a treat, and it's usually in the form of sweets or cakes or oftentimes these unhealthy foods. So we can come to equate our parents' love and acceptance and reward with a bag of sweets, with a chocolate bar, with a slice of cake, and that spills over into our adult life. Many clients I work with, attest to this and say, yeah. And so obviously we don't necessarily have parents rewarding us, but we can reward ourselves, can't we? Okay, I've done a good job at work today. I'm going to have that slice of cake. Oh, it's been a tough day. I'm going to have that glass of wine. Oh, it's been a great day. I'm going to have that chocolate bar. Or, and here's the, a really funny one. I've done really well on my diet, so I'm going to have, some sweets, which is completely counterproductive, isn't it? But it's oftentimes the way our minds, the way our brains, the way we work, the way we think about things. So my suggestion is, how can we break that link of thinking food equals love, whether that's love and acceptance from someone else or love and acceptance of ourselves, self-care, self-love. I'm going to give myself that unhealthy treat, because it's okay to say, who says, oh, I've had a really tough day, or I've done really well, I'm going to have that extra carrot. I'm going to have, I don't know, an extra slice of cheese, or even a chicken thigh. No, it's generally sugary, unhealthy, takeaway foods, snack foods, maybe alcohol, cakes, sweet foods. Budgies, calm down. I think they're agreeing. So how can we break that tie with thinking food is love? Because it's not, is it? Let's face it. If we're pummeling our body with unhealthy things, that's not self-love, and it's not love from anyone else. So we need to break that link, because otherwise, if that link is there in our lives, in our experience, then we're destined to be unhealthy. Because what happens then when we go to a friend's house and we're offered a slice of cake, and we feel that, oh, our love and acceptance is being offered, or love and acceptance is being offered to us by someone else offering me food. What are we going to do when we're offered something unhealthy, which we know is bad for us? We're going to say, yes, please, even if we don't want it. We're going to think that, oh, if I say no, then I'm shunning their love for me on some level, subconscious, conscious, whatever. But that's the case, isn't it? So many people I meet and work with say, I was doing really well on my diet, but then I went to a friend's house and they offered me X, Y, or Z. So that scuppered my diet. And my question is kind of like, well, why did you have to say yes to that thing? because in my experience, I'm the annoying person. Well, I say annoying because most people in their minds think that this is annoying, but in practice, as someone who does this, it's not annoying. So when people offer me cakes, chocolate bars, oh, you know, chips, whatever, I say, oh, I'm okay, thank you anyway, but I'm all right, and no harm done. I've yet to meet anyone who's been sincerely offended by my declining their offer of some type of unhealthy food. And I don't know, there's many other ways. You don't have to always decline, but at the end of the day, it's your life. You have agency over your health. Why would you want to devolve your life, your health, your energy to someone else? Because let's face it, there's always going to be someone, whether it's an advertisement in a shop, whether it's going to be that chocolate bar at the till and a cashier saying, you know, do you want to add an extra packet of crisps or chips with your order? Or friends saying, let's go and grab a takeaway. If you're like me, go to church, you know, not so much now after this whole virus thing, but before there was endless supplies of homemade cakes and treats and snacks and things at Bible studies, prayer meetings, Sundays. So if we devolve our life and our health and our energy to other people, then we're always going to be stuck in an unhealthy cycle, because there is an endless supply of this unhealthy stuff. So how can we change that? Well, you know, we just need to firstly understand that love and acceptance does not need to come in the form of food. Our friends should, and they do, if they're, you know, a good friend, they love and accept you for who you are, not because of you agreeing with them or taking everything that they offer to you. If that makes sense. So let me know in the comments if this resonates, if this makes sense, if this is something you struggle with, because it's an important topic, because we can have all the diet plans, meal plans, knowledge of health, we can go to the gym, we can, you know, do this healthy stuff, but if we are beholden in our minds, in our outlook, in our attitudes to other people, and thinking that I'm only loved and accepted when, you know, I'm seeking approval of other people, you need to not be a people pleaser. If you are, you know, if you're afflicted with the tendency to people please, then that's going to affect every area of your life negatively, not just diet and health. So, you know, we don't want to be people pleasers. We don't want to go out of our way to be annoying and obtuse and, you know, contradictory. But at the same time, we don't want to be people pleasers, and we don't need to be. So something to think about. The psychology of health, the psychology of healthy eating, because yeah, unless you are willing to say, thanks so much for offering me that slice of cake, but I'm all right, thanks, I've just eaten. And you can say any number of reasons why. You can just politely smile and say no thank you, end of story. I rarely get questioned on why not. I'm offering you this food, why aren't you having it? People go, you know, okay, fine. And you know, you need to do it in a gracious way with a smile. But you could say, my nutritionist says that I need to cut down on this stuff. Use me as an excuse. You're in this group, many of you in here are my clients, so I'm giving you permission to say, I would encourage you to decline unhealthy things when you're offered them. So you could say, my nutritionist has advised me that I don't eat these type of things. You know, you could say, I'm just trying to watch my weight right now. I'm experimenting with giving up sugar for a little while. So, you know, you can give a reason or not, but people aren't going to be offended if they truly are your friends and love you. And even if they don't, most people really don't care the fact that you're not eating the food that they've given you or they've offered you. And if you're really worried about it and about offending them, or them going out of their way to provide for you, and you then turning that down, why not let them know up front? If you go out, you know, if you go round to a friend's for a meal, or if you're going out for a walk or something, just say, look, you know, I'll have already eaten, by the way, by the time we meet. So, or I'll bring my own food, or don't worry about giving me desserts or anything, because I'm just not eating sugar at the moment. So you can, you know, make them aware of, set the expectations up front if you're worried about in the moment disappointing someone. So I hope this has been in some way helpful. It is helpful. because this is the nitty-gritty of the side of health and diet and the psychology of health that is not spoken about a lot, but as I say, makes a big difference. So comment below, let me know what your experience with this stuff is. Are you a people pleaser? Is this something you want to get over? Is this something that you've gotten over? Because it is for me. I used to be that person who's like, oh yeah, you know, I'll just go along with the crowd and peer pressure of some type. But I'm not anymore. And there's freedom in that. And that's where good health is to be had, when you can decide in your mind up front, this is the diet I want to follow at this particular time. These are my parameters. This is what the things I'm not going to eat. I'm choosing not to eat, and a position of power, empowerment, as opposed to reaction. I'm just thinking of Stephen Covey's book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Great book. The first habit is be proactive rather than reactive. I think that's the first habit, or something along those lines anyway. So to be proactive with your health is needed to achieve your health goals. And that means you set the standard up front. You're not in reaction to the world. You're not in reaction to everybody else. You are being proactive, and that empowers you to say, thank you so much for the offer of that food, but I'm going to decline on this occasion, and do it with grace and elegance, and nothing lost, no friendships lost. And actually many people will respect that. So yeah, that's my tip for you today. Comment below, let me know what you think. And also, just to say, my Immunity Boosters course on Udemy is currently on offer. It's on sale at the moment. You can get 87% off. So you can check that out, get your copy of that. Video-based course with meal plans, which is really going to help if you're worried about this virus, or just keeping healthy, keeping your immune system boosted as we move into the winter months. Then check that out. You can do so by going to laurarimmer.com/immunity. That's Laura Rimmer, LauraRimmer.com/immunity. I'll leave a link in the description or the comments below this video as well. So thank you for watching. Hope you're doing all right, and I'll speak to you again in another video soon. Bye for now.